one thing I've noticed standing on this side, and then another thing I noticed on here. So right now, compared to your target line with your feet, your club face is open.
Okay.
So that's why on those first couple, that ball's going to start to the right.
Okay.
So if we just shut that toe down just a little bit at address, and I know you said going back, you like to feel like that club face stays a little bit more closed.
Okay.
So let's start with that, and then from there, the only thing I saw looking down the line, your shoulders are aimed probably 20 yards left of your target.
Okay.
So if let's close our shoulders and close the club face a little bit. It's going to start it on line, and it'll have that little tiny draw as opposed to starting out right of your target and having a big moving ball flight.
Okay.
So go ahead and take a couple practice swings. Get yourself comfortable in that setup position to the left. So too big of a draw. So that means our pass in the right spot, but now we have to worry about controlling the club face. Okay. And that's going to
close it a little too much there.
Yeah, so if the ball's moving too far left but starts on our target line, that just means the golf club is rotating and closing too quickly. Okay. So now let's actually do something a little different. So right, you said you like to normally hit a draw with your irons, right?
Yeah.
So just to get that feeling of hitting a cut, let's try to hit a cut, because in order to hit a cut, our hands still have to move left. To get that club to move left, but I want you to feel like you're going to hold that face off just a little bit longer. Not so much with the left elbow, but just feel like your hands stay in front of the leading edge until after your left leg, and then release.
So kind of feeling myself.
Yep.
Feel like that.
Exactly.
Okay.
I want you to feel, so go ahead and bring it to the top for me. So from there, those hands are going to move to our left leg. That's going to get the club out in front of us. Hold that lag in our wrist, and then as soon as you feel it get to your left leg, up and around. Okay. So there's a couple ways to think about this. So the common thing is that you have left hand controls club face and right hand controls power in the golf swing. For me personally, a lot of times I feel like I'm hitting the golf ball with my right palm.
Okay.
Because I'm going to feel, and I think for you wanting to hit a draw, you're going to want to feel like you hit it with your right palm too. Because if you get yourself feeling you're going to hit it with your left wrist and you're trying to hit a draw, you can get that really shut, and that's where that big right to left hook kind of comes from.
Okay.
So what I want you to feel is when you come into the golf ball, I want your right hand to be driving into the ground, and it's going to stay square. So exactly, that's exactly right. So yeah, I was just going to have you do that. So when you're coming into the golf ball, you're going to feel your right palm kind of rotates down, almost faces the ground, and you're going to push your right hand into the ground. But from there, instead of letting it rotate, I want it to go down your target line.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So you get there, into the ground, and then keep it down your target line. Yep. Okay. We've kind of hit behind the ball. So what I'm seeing right now is a little bit of ball position. So with this uphill lie, you're gonna bottom out a little bit before the golf ball typically. So you've got the ball position centered like we were on a level lie. But since we're kind of have this uphill slope here, I like to see the ball move a little bit further back off your right foot, just to make sure we get that ball first contact, and then go ahead and make that same stroke. So we move that ball position slightly back, feel like our arms stay in front, get that ball first contact. This should come out nice and low, and then we should be able to gauge the distance pretty well.
More centered.
Yeah, so if you're trying to play, like whether it's a bump and run or more of even a stock chip, I like having my weight a little bit more on my left leg. Yeah, that drill's good for that.
I always try and do like 70-30. Do you think it's like more 80-20 would be better? Or?
Well, I'd say 70-30 on like a stock. You know, if we were on a flat lie, I would say about 70-30 is probably pretty good. Because we're going uphill, we're going to need more weight on our left, and that's why we also move the ball back.
All right, that would make sense as to why.
Because you're going to want to lean into the hill just a little bit, just to make sure we're getting ball first, so we're not kind of.
Yeah, I can tell that when I get to these shots, I probably just keep the same weight, so I'm bottoming out a lot earlier just because I'm not leaning into the slope. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.